Greetings and welcome to Rubicon Reborn, the series where I document the events of my AC6 RP of the same name. In this series, we will follow the four factions, Red Guns, Vespers, RLF, and RAD, as well as any notable mercenaries as they traverse this new version of Rubicon and discover its mysterious origins. How this works is each week I host a multitude of different missions that players can participate in to progress the story, such as PvP, PvE, and bounty hunts. The PvP missions have set rewards that players will have to fight over, while PvE missions will have players compete in challenges for rewards. And because these PvE missions are more cross-plat friendly, I won't exactly be able to record them all and document them, so it's unlikely they'll end up in the video. And then for bounty hunts, this is where I create character-based ACs for players to take down for their high-value assembly. Now, like I said, these are character-based gimmick-type ACs, so I won't be trying very hard, and this is of course to allow other players that are maybe not super comfortable with the PvP yet or don't have a good build yet to test their hand in PvP, a light version, and get some good rewards out of it. There are also raids on faction HQs and PCA strongholds, which are usually 3v3s for some high value loot. And that is pretty much everything we'll be covering in these videos, so if you would like to know more or participate in this RP, feel free to check out my community server, link in the description below. Or of course, ask any questions here in the comments. All this said, you have yourself a very good one, and peace.
Greetings and welcome to week 5 on Rubicon. I am Oleg and I will be documenting the following events. Before we begin, I would like to let you know that later this week I should be releasing a bonus episode covering the secret story of 2 AC pilots that have become coral conduits and could lead to coral release. But that'll come later. For now, back to our usual documentation. First, we have a PCA supply shipment being intercepted by a Red Gun, Vesper, RLF, and an independent pilot. However, all participants have agreed to target the Vesper, and so the ambush ensues.
Alright, it begins. G6 Red Gun versus V1, leader of the Vespers, and an interesting turn of events in where a Vesper, a Red Gun, a RLF member, and I believe a Merc, yes, all have accepted this mission. However, it is all a ploy and ambush on this here Vesper. They're all against him. So can he fight them all off for the mission goods? If he defeats them all, this would be quite the legendary moment indeed. 1 Vesper against 3. Ooh, good melee. Utilizing the newly buffed laser shotguns. Increased charge time. And yeah, they are shredding right now. Putting the Red Gun on TA. Very nice. Melee to shorten up the TA. Got some normal shotgun shots to finish it. By the way, if I sound a little stuffy, it's because I'm still a little sick. But yeah, very nice. GG's. Vespers so far putting down the hurt on potentially the biggest threat. Who knows? There's an independent with a fully stock AC, so I feel like that one won't do too much to this Vesper's fine-tuned AC. And this Red Gun has an interesting build. A Zim, an Estrogen, a Pulse Blade, and a Sweet 16. On a mixture of Basho and Melander. So overall, not too bad. Nice stagger and a melee punch with the Pulse Blade. Looks like this round might belong to the Vesper. Indeed it does. Ooh, not before, nice. Not before V1 puts G6 on TA themselves. Showing that it could have just been a fluke. It is anyone's game. Going into the final round of sudden death, indeed. Both opponents with TA though, so I don't believe anyone's dying today. That was an interesting flash. Yeah, Vesper using double split missiles, laser blade, and double laser shotguns. Overall, pretty good set. Very wise to get the height advantage. You use the splash damage, the AoE potential of those charge attacks with the shotguns. While using a lot of the normal attacks, they still don't really want to stand still too much against these shotgun blasts indubitably. Ooh, the stagger, melee punish. Ooh, a little too late on it. Got a little bit of damage though. Not too much, it's a stagger. Ooh, a feint into the melee. Barely got it. Very nice. Just going for the normal attack. It was very smart. Nice. Charged laser shotgun into the TA.
Last-ditch effort to try to get the melee, but there it is. Oh, and he's dead. He didn't ditch his weapons. The Vesper retaliated with this ambush by killing the head of it all. Wow. GG's on the Vesper. Damn, out here taking heads. Wow. GG's. Alrighty, and the ambush continues with the next opponent being this, an RLF pilot with sporting a very cool decal work, BAC, very cool deep display. But let's see if they can pull through. Let's see if they can finish the work they started. With a double melee of Pulse Blade and Coral Blade, a Zimmerman and Vertical Plasma Missile on an Alba frame. Ooh, good dodges. Going in with the Charge Pulse Blade, but no connection. Very unfortunate. Alright, a couple feints in, or rather just one feint in with the Coral Blade, but it wasn't enough. On Flugel Booster, though, pretty good. Nice, good evasion on the Charge Laser Blade. Ooh, good hit. Good combo. Oh, got him right in the corner, too. Couldn't dodge out of it. Unfortunate. Ooh. Very good, very good. This is surely anyone's game. So far, the RLF pilot and their AC has superior evasion potential. Some really nasty combos with staggering with one of the melees, extending it with the Zimmerman, and then punishing with the other. Or the last melee, anyway. Oh, nice! Meeting in the melee cancels in with a Charged Pulse Blade, and then evading the Charged Pulse Blade. In the end, it was also really good. Oh, that bit of the Pulse Blade. Oh, a reversal of the stagger, though. Into the melee punish to put him on TA. Charge Pulse Blade. Up. Coral Blade into TA. 1-1. Damn. Yeah, the Vespers out here fighting for their life. This RLF pilot might be able to defeat the Vesper, but they might die. Who knows? It is truly anyone's game. Both have shown very good potential. Yep, another Charged Blade. Wow, another Charged Pulse Blade to deny the aggressive approach. Always very nice. He's definitely locking in, playing it very safe. Ooh, there's a stagger. Not close enough for a punish, but honestly doesn't need to be. The health has just disappeared off the RLF pilot. RLF going in, but they eat another Charged Pulse Blade. It seems that they've baited it out, although the Vesper is the wiser. Here it is again, yep. M into TA, shutting down the assault. And using the TA, the RLF has ditched their weapons, has exited the battlefield. And the Vesper going for the punch execution. Very good Jupiter play. Alright, now the Vesper just has to fight off an independent, and they are clear to take the mission goods and the ACs of the Fallen. Very good indeed. Alrighty, final fight for the goods. Can the independent who has agreed to this ambush pull through with double 6L, double estrogen on a full Basho frame? Can they pull off the impossible? There's a really good impact build up close range with all those weaponries and close range missile launchers, close range estrogens or burst machine guns. B1's definitely keeping their distance, don't want to rack up the impact build up. Just wants to shred him with that good gen, probably VE. VE20C generator, getting that good damage while also maintaining a very good capacity. Impact build-up not looking too good on V1. The health advantage is nice. Independent's already halfway gone. Closing it in. Stagger's now looking even Steven. The health is getting shredded away though. The circle of death is among us. Independent's almost gone. V1, ooh, going for the, nice. The charge laser blade from around the corner tech. Stagger on V1, but it doesn't matter. Not enough health to make a good enough difference. Not enough time for the independent. Still not too close, anyway. The independent still has some potential. Anything is possible. Definitely an uphill battle, though. However, if the independent does win, this would be quite legendary indeed, taking down V1 of the Vespers. Getting a really good AC in the process, so all to gain, nothing really to lose. If they end up losing this, they can just repair their AC as if it were never destroyed, as they're all made from open source parts anyway. I'd imagine some dealings behind the scenes with the red guns, as these independent has just agreed to ambush the Vesper, preferably with some a reward in the mix, although perhaps that reward will not be granted if they cannot complete the job. However, who's to blame them? A red gun and RLF pilot could not do it. Should he be expected to do it himself? Who knows? Stagger has now gone down on both opponents. The health difference isn't insane, but definitely within V1's advantage. About 2 minutes on the clock. Playing it very safe around the ship. Stagger war and health not looking good on the independent. Might have a stagger here and a punish. Going double charge laser shotguns. Assault boosting in. Nice, whiffed one of the charge hits, but got the other. Stagger's not look. Oh, yep. Okay, the independent has dished their AC. V1 has got him for the melee execute indubitably. Alright, very well, very nice. All three winning to ambush the Vesper. All came out dead. Or rather destroyed. GG's. Very well played indeed.
Next we have another PCA shipment being intercepted by a red gun, Vesper, RLF, and independent pilot.
Alrighty, we have ourselves a red gun versus a Vesper, east versus west. The red gun is sporting a Curtis and a Ducket, an explosive thrower and 6 cell on a Melander frame, while the Vesper is rocking double LRs, a duo 03 and a single cell plasma missile. Kite versus Rushdown, or close quarters combatant anyway, versus a Kite. So far it's looking pretty even. The Ducket's gonna be doing not a whole lot at a further range that the Curtis can be useful at. Same for the explosive thrower. So as long as red gun can close the distance, they can make superior impact build up and get that damage, but take too much damage getting melted away by these LRs, it can be rough. The red guns kind of keeping their distance, not moving in super aggressively, not as much as they could. It's rough going for the explosive thrower when it whiffs as you're just standing there taking all the hits. Impact is looking pretty identical between both pilots, although G8 is about to die. Health is not looking so good. Oh, assault! Wow! Assault armor from the Vesper to stun the red gun, and with a little bit of that direct hit, finish him off. Seemed that he was going for PA, which is pretty good. Both pilots have SPD booster on their frames, which means they're going to be, they got that walk down speed. It's pretty nice. Wow, assault armor on the Vesper. Pretty aggressive indeed, especially for such a ranged opponent. I suppose the philosophy is, you back away so much, and if they close in, say rush you down, you can just meet them with an assault armor, get a bunch of damage while you back away. Stagger's about to proc on the red guns, but the red gun going very aggressive and trying to build up the impact. There's a stagger on the red gun. Vesper getting that good damage in. I see a PA and a ditching of the weapons pretty soon here, as the red gun has little to about 25% health, a little less than, while the Vesper is pretty chillin'. Good on health and stagger. Even got the surprise advantage, getting in a little cheeky plasma missile. Red gun's looking a little lost, trying to pinpoint the Vesper before it is too late. Alright, they now see each other, they engage. Seems that Ricochet is taking the best of the red gun's weaponry here at this range. Quite unfortunate. Want to use a Curtis. Yep, red gun decides that it's not worth it and ditches all weapons. Although the Vesper noticed that the Vesper has noticed and is going in for the kill. And GG's. The Vesper moves on. Alrighty, here we have an interesting turn of events. It seems that here Glass has, through some mysterious chateau means that I have no idea about, has ambushed this mission. Now must fight the winner of the previous round, that being Melons the Vesper. So all in all, this here Glass is an independent. Although, definitely has some interesting chateau attachments to get in here. Some have theorized that this man is the leader of the Leviathan group. Are these claims true? Maybe. Maybe, they don't know. But he's rocking a double Harris, a Javelin Beta, and a Duo O2. So somehow he's obtained the Mind Alpha equipment of the Javelin. Rocking the 44D head, the Alula boosters, Alba legs, Lemon Guard chest, all that good stuff. A very good kinetic kite set indeed. And for Gen, I'd imagine Hakushi, as it's very light and very good on the recharge for such kites. So we got a physical versus laser kite. What AC will prove to be superior indeed. Those missiles are getting kind of cucked by the airship. Unfortunate to shoot them out here. Lots and lots of peeking. So far health is looking very even. A little bit lower on the independent here. Ooh, Glass has a stagger though. Ooh. Here barely got skimmed by the assault armor though. Probably wasn't seeing it coming. Has retaliated with their own PA. Impact buildup is looking good, although Harris's are on reload, so a little bit of a respite for the Vesper. The Vesper back on stagger and direct hit dead. Nice. This Leviathan man is sporting a pretty cool decal. Indubitably, some nice red on the white. Looking very sick. Good old triangle pattern on the chest and head. It's sick. It's fucking epic. His double Harris kite is proven to be quite devastating at a closer range. As he will indeed win the impact war and get that direct hit damage. Completely out pacing, out DPSing the lasers from the Vesper. With some good missile hits, although not too much of it. Just a little bit of a health gain and impact war advantage. Although it has now returned. Now the Vesper has the advantage. As the Vesper does have the Duo 03 versus the Duo 02. If that Javelin can do its work, then it can be pretty nice. It looks like the Javelin just did. Very nice. Kite V, Kite Accione. Lots of floating around each other, lots of playing around cover. They keep playing so safe, the missiles don't get to do all too much, which is pretty nice. Good evasion on the Duo 03 right there from Glass. Both are quite fast and good enough to just solid or passively evade most missiles by moving to one side, but yeah. God, yeah, Vesper doesn't want to stay so close. That impact is building up. There's a stagger, assault and retaliation. Glass doesn't have to use his PA quite yet, although impact isn't looking so hot. Neither is his health, although he does have the advantage. Could see a PA pop and an aggressive play, although the Vesper is nothing to stop the Vesper from just running away. Although it might get shot in the back, so. Oh, the Vesper has ditched their weapons and head out. Very well played. So far, Glass's ploy has paid off. Taken out a Vesper out of left field. If he had not done that, I think the Vesper would have cleared the mission, honestly. GG. Alrighty. Last match, it would seem that the Leviathan member or leader, the pilot, has ditched. The ambusher has left the combat zone. There goes Ghost. And, well, now we have the independent, last independent versus Nova. There's a stagger. Ooh, Coral Oscillator too. Yeah, this RLF member, Nova, has quite the AC. Double Estrogen, Huxley, Coral Oscillator on a Mind Elf type frame, looking very good. Oh, another person joining the open comm. Very dope. Although I do have it muted right now, as we're in the combat, indubitably. But there goes down the Independent. Independent did leave a mark. That wasn't as clean as it could have been, but these are two close-range brawlers. Independent seems to have some dealing with RAD, R-A-D, as they now have a heavy machine gun. This was a Sampu vertical plasma, not vertical plasma, this is double cell plasma missiles and the pulse blade on a Basho frame. Ooh. A charged, interesting. Could have got the stagger punish there, but decided to go with the charged noodle. Very interesting indeed. Health is looking more even, although Nova actually on the rope a little bit. Although Stagger's about to proc on the Independent with a stagger punish from Nova, and killed the Merc. The Merc is dead. Not enough time to get out of their AC. Dear God. The RLF just killed an Independent. Dear God. Blood has been shedded again. GG. GG.
Next we have a raid on a PCA stronghold led by the Vespers, intercepted by an RLF pilot.
Alright, it begins the fight for the PCA raid goodies, the stronghold goodies. We have the newly appointed V2. We have Mr. Magpie rocking dual plasma rifle PRs and dual laser shotguns. So an interesting laser swap design for 3v3s. Oh, got staggered though against the RLF's designated combat pilot. Rocking a kite with vertical plasma missile, double split missile cell, a Harris, obviously, a Harris and a Rensetsu RF. So a kinetic kite versus a laser swap. It seems that the damage of both is mighty. Wow, PH tried to prevent the death in stagger on the Vesper, but it was not fast enough as the RLF's kite, which just went in, interrupting the Vespers from raiding the stronghold as a 3v3 unit. Just mingled themselves in there to force a 1v1, and so far it is paying off. Look at that impact buildup on the Vesper. Oh my god, almost staggered. Then they are staggered. PA. Oh my god. This kinetic kite is doing work. This kinetic kite is definitely designed more for 1v1 than this laser swap is, but I believe. Ooh, a kick to interrupt the swap fire from the Vesper. Our pilot is doing very good and seems to be going to win this encounter. The Vesper does not want to give up, but must. Has ditched all the weapons before the stagger. That was pretty close. Very well played. This is going to go down in history for the RLF, being able to swoop in and take down a Vesper's attempted raid. Very well played indeed.
Next we have the final PCA supply shipment being intercepted by a Vesper, Red Gun, 2 Independents, an RLF and RAD pilot.
Alrighty, and it begins. First fight is a Red Gun versus an Independent. Independent rocking double act homing missiles, double estrogen, or no, not double estrogen, Rensetsu ARs on a Basho frame, versus the Red Gun's designated bounty hunter rocking double Tanner, a Tanner, a Scudder, double act missile of their own, and an earshot on a Melinda frame. Alright, so far not looking good for the Independent. Stagger's about to proc and has less than half health. Going in for some dangerous kicks. Some risky maneuvers. Alright, so, an earshot direct. Right before stagger though, so not maximum damage, but still, that's a lot of damage. Seems the Red Gun has gone slow mode outside of superior movement a little bit. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it doesn't matter. Independent on TA. Now the Red Gun's just toying with him, it looks like. Playing with his prey a little bit, eh? Alright. That's round 1 to the Red Gun. Having a bit of fun, it seems. Alright, round 2 begins. Uphill battle for the Independent for sure. Rocking a full gold AC. Looking very glamorous, very blinged out, indubitably. But will it be enough to take out the superior build? It's definitely hard for Independence to get out and get some good victories, especially with a stock AC. Definitely wise to do some dealings beforehand, but hey, to each their own. You go in with a stock AC, you really don't lose much. You have everything to gain, not too much to lose, other than the opportunity. Nice earshot to proc Stagger with his splash damage from the red gun. Independent now on half health. Stagger War looking even. The actresses are flying about. Oh, an earshot, splash damage, staggered the Independent again. It's looking rough. Will the Independent ditch their weapons on this TA coming up? Probably. Oh, another earshot, but no connection this time. Seems that the Independent has adapted a little bit. Stagger, ooh, honestly doing pretty good work against the red gun. But yes, the Independent has ditched their weaponry, has abandoned that AC. GG's indeed. The red gun moves on. Alright, next match we have the leader of the RLF supporting a tank tread tank, Vortimiza, rocking Soup, Terreno, Swan G, and Box Missile. Against an RAD representative, rocking the Imperative, handheld missile launcher, the Itachi heavy machine gun, the earshot, and the Soup of their own on spring chicken reverse joint legs. Who will be the mightier? Who will be the thicker? Alright, Stagger looking pretty even. A good reverse joint kick against a tank. Pretty easy to land him. Ooh, tank going in for some kicks. Honestly surprised the Linger hitbox didn't get the RAD. Stagger's looking identical, although it's also looking a little higher though on the tank. Although the Stagger War has now been reversed with that Swan G hit on the reverse joint. Nice evasion. Note Stagger on the tank. Evasion of this 1G from the reverse joint. A nice earshot on the tank as well. A little bit of splash damage. Although a Stagger now in the reverse joint. Taking some big damage. Only 25% health or about 30. Stagger on the tank again. Earshot and direct hit. Ooh, just barely missed a kick and got reversed down by the tank. PA on the reverse joint. Very good, very good. I imagine TA on the tank as we haven't seen an expansion from them yet. Health is not looking so good for the reverse joint. Very close, just took those Torino shots. Barrel stuffed. Stagger's about to proc and dead. Reverse joint is down with a kick from the tank. Not too one-sided though, very close overall. Reverse joint definitely is best to keep the distance a little bit and use their superior maneuverability to dodge the tank's rocket launcher and Terrenos. Missiles should be easy enough to avoid by movement, although the reverse joint is a chunky boy. He's spitting chicken. Going in for a kick, although about to be staggered though. Was it worth it? Kick for almost losing Stagger War. Now it has procced. Not too much of a direct hit punish though. Yeah, the reverse joint's really trying to get those kicks in, but it's not working. Stagger is looking even, both very high on the reverse joint and tank, although Stagger's now proc with this nice 1G from the tank on the reverse joint. Tank tried to go in for the kick to punish, did not work. However, nice. Reverse joint just staggered the tank with a kick and used an earshot as a stagger punish. Though it is not looking good for the reverse joint. Reverse joint now at like 40% health, a little less, 35% health I'd say, versus the tank still rocking over half. This 1G is out, but it has missed. Although Stagger is looking to proc on the reverse joint pretty soon here. But it is now starting to go down. Very nice. Now it is the Stagger War is now in the favor of the reverse joint. Although, ooh, nice. Good maneuver from the tank, dodging the reverse joint kick by dodging backwards. Very nice. Double stagger. And the reverse joint has ditched the combat zone. Victory for the tank, indeed. GG's, GG's. Alrighty, the red gun here, G7 and Monsoon, leader of the RLF, have decided not to fight each other, and so will instead team up to battle this once Vesper, once was Vesper, now an independent, going on their own path to pursue the coral and find answers of all the Ricky Rat mysteries that plague Rubicon, indeed. But yeah, he's sporting his Kazwa reverse joint laser kite using double LRs with a Duo 03 and a Duo 02. So far doing some pretty good work against the Red Guns AC that we've seen earlier. The rifles of the Red Gun, the Tanner and Scudder, should provide some decent range. So far health is looking pretty even. We have kinetic versus laser. Super light boy versus a more medium lightweight. Ooh, the health is draining though on the Red Gun. Stagger's building up as well. It would seem that the Vesper has the superior kite in this encounter for sure. Stagger's almost gonna proc, and health is almost fully depleted. Only takes two more bullets. Oh my god. One more laser hit, and there is. Red Gun is now on TA. And the Vesper, or no, I keep calling Vesper as he once was. The Independent has now popped their PA, showing what expansion they have. And they have taken the dub ski of this round against the Red Gun. It is definitely an uphill battle for the Red Gun, although anything is possible. If I were the Red Gun at this rate, I'd probably ditch my heavy earshot, rely on assault boosting in, and getting the impact War 1, but saving it for a mighty stagger punish could prove victorious. We never know. You never know until you know. Playing positioning badly is all it takes. In fact, Stagger's about to proc on the Vesper. Oh, keep calling Vesper. On the Independent. If the Red Gun can stick on him, which so far they are. Stagger is looking like... Oh, ooh, a premature earshot. Looking like it was going to miss, but actually hit the ship to get the splash damage to stagger the Independent. Red Gun's now backing off to try to let his stagger go down as it's nearing procking. Nice, good evasion from the missiles there, using the ship, very wise. Independent going in, trying to regain the health lead. And now they are trading blows in the sky. Red Gun playing very aggressively, although damn, the impact and damage has racked up. Ooh, tried to go for a kick, the Red Gun did, but could not get it, and TA's popped. Barely missed the earshot, but has ejected. Smart. GG's, GG's. Next match, we have the Independent versus the leader of the RLF. A tank versus a kite. This is going to be very rough. These are two builds on opposite ends of the building spectrum. Both very good in their own category, but they're so far apart that they become counters to one another. I would say the kite most definitely has the advantage here, though. His tanks are very, very slow. There's not much the tank can do other than the two missiles, really, that will prove too much advantage. Although, honestly, some good Zwan G shots, just like that one, can make the difference. Or rather, it wasn't. That one was good. There it is. Yeah. These things are a bit of a bitch sometimes, especially in spectator mode. But we had our first stagger, another stagger. Damn, these 1G shots are looking good. Double stagger, although the tank is not looking so good. Lost most of their health, and the Independent still has a little over half. Now these 1G shots and missiles are really going to be what's doing it for this tank. Tank's playing it pretty wise. Doesn't want to get shredded by the missiles at range. Definitely would prefer trading damage versus just taking some and trying to move in at the same time. But there's only so much you can do. Tank is getting the damage racked up. Can't dodge lasers with such a big frame indeed. Missiles are coming. Stagger is a building. Tank is very low HP. Nice Torino hit though. One hit. There's TA on the tank. With not really enough time, although good Torino hit again. Ooh, good missiles that lead to his stagger, although not much of a punish there. Overall, very well played. Got the kite very low despite being very outmatched in terms of effectiveness. Indubitably, this kite is very strong. It's a very thick boy, but honestly, some pretty well placed 1G shots are definitely making it not so uphill. These are some good tank plays indeed. Missiles out on both. No missile connections for the tank, but on the tank. More missile trades. Not looking good for the tank. A couple of cheeky shots from underneath the ships with lasers from the reverse joint upon the tank. Tank is looking for a good opening. May have to push in more than they're willing to, as their stagger's not looking very good, and the reverse joint so far has run flawlessly. No damage taken. And there's a stagger on the tank, although a trade of impact was definitely pretty good. Ooh, missiles hit from around the corner on the reverse joint. Reverse joint got caught up a little bit. Although looking like they're going to be able to get away, and the stagger's going to go down. It has indeed. This is looking like a rough one for the tank indeed. This is the biggest reason you don't put all your eggs in one basket. It can work out a lot, but sometimes you come across a counter like this and it can be rough. There's no stagger and then TA. Tank has ditched their weaponry and ejected the battlefield. They should be able to rebuild it pretty quickly. The RLF leader has pretty good connections around Rubicon, but still, not a preferred loss. Hey, GG's. Alright, this just in, we have a turn of events. An invader. Another invader. Another independent. Independent v independent. Kite versus Rushdown. Opposite ends of the spectrum, however, the Rushdown is definitely closer to the Kite than the tank, although this is a beefier Rushdown, so honestly the odds are not one over the other. Rushdown playing it pretty smart. It used to be a red gun, has now jumped ship. Perhaps there is an organization out there, theorized to be perhaps Leviathan, that somehow can provide the ability of secretly ambushing missions and such. Very odd indeed. Why would he leave his red guns for this life, I wonder? But so far it's looking very even. Impact not looking so good for the red gun, although quickly turned it around with some assault boost Holdermans. Stagger's almost procced, and health is looking even. There's a stagger and a kick to punish PA v PA. Health is not looking good for the reverse joint. Health is not looking good either. Couple good shots, although ooh, it is rough to stay away from this big boy. Ah, and there it is. Close, 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 honestly. Both expansions used, both on death's door. This is an interesting bout indeed. Power of this Rushdown is definitely not to be questioned. Rocking double Holderman on a TQ frame with a double duo of threes on PO4 boosters. You can only imagine the deadly capabilities of a build like this on Burzel boosters. It'd be pretty good. Missiles were fired from both parties, although none connected. Still, none have connected yet. Oh no, a little bit of missile and laser hits on the red gun, or independent now, the Rushdown. I was going to designate them by their build types. Alright, Kite not looking good on impact. Ooh, Rushdown barely got some assault boost shotgun blasts on the Kite. Missed this time, but ooh, got it this time. With a kick to punish. Extra holy shots as well as a punish. There's PA. Matching the PA. Alright, the oh, you meant to ditch them all, but the Kite has abandoned their AC. The Ambusher has succeeded in their quest so far, at least. I don't believe this is their main target, but a necessary fight to get to them. Alrighty, last boat of the mission here for the mission rewards, indeed. PCA goodies. Alright, we have a Kite versus Rushdown once again. Vesper versus Independent, previously a red gun, and play the Ambusher, if you will. So far we had two Ambushers, both coming from opposite ends of the pond. A Vesper and a red gun turned into some Independents. Are they both Leviathan? They've clearly discovered something secret on Rubicon that allows them to do such actions. But what, I wonder, indeed. Yes. So far, the rushdown is superior to this kite. Well, the kite's definitely putting up a good fight, staggering the rushdown. Ooh. Hit him with the damn bumblebee. But it's not enough. The Vesper goes down. Needs to break his legs a little bit, though. A nice footwork. So far, this is very much an uphill battle. Kinetic Kite, double Rensetsus, overall very good weapons, especially on such a big boy. With the bullet velocity being a little slower in the Rensetsus, definitely won't hurt. But it very well might take a double Harris. If you're doing a light kite versus a rushdown like this, double Harris would definitely even the playing field a little bit more, methinks. So staggered about a proc on the rushdown right now. Kite's playing very wisely. There's a stagger, some good direct hit. Health is now in favor of the kite. Kite's honestly doing some really good work dodging these Holdermans. Keeping a good distance, although can't stay away for too long. Oh, the rushdown is now changed up their movement. Their attacking pattern, instead of firing both at the same time, firing one after the other. Very good to break up the repetitive nature of firing both at the same time, although, damn, that direct hit was looking kind of rough. Yep, the Vesper is ditching their weapons. I don't know if they know. Yeah, there you go. Alright, the Ambusher takes the mission rewards and kills their desired target. Or takes them out anyway. Still alive. Just abandoned their AC. GG stuff. Very well played. Very well played.
Next we have a bounty hunt, with the target being callsign NA-AC Chimera. An AI-controlled RRI-AC has gone rogue, becoming hostile, and has changed components of its assembly with an amalgamation of different manufactured parts. Threat level, medium. Intercepted by a red gun, Vesper, and RLF pilot.
Alrighty, for our first fight, we have the designated bounty hunter of the red guns, G3, piloting packing order, versus V1 leader of the Vespers, piloting Harvest Moon. Double laser shotguns, laser blade, and double split cells, missile launchers, versus a Zimmerman, Therapist, Huxley, and Pulse Blade. Close range versus medium to close range. Alright, so far it's looking pretty even. The Stagger War's not looking good for the Vesper, although it's kind of evening it out now. The impact game is definitely the Red Gun's favorite. Ooh, spinning in. Deals some good damage, interrupting and staggering. Gets some good direct hit. There's some shotgun blasts indeed. Vesper is moving in, playing very aggressively. Wait for the Huxley to come out. Going on the offense for sure. Yep, there's a kick to interrupt. Zimmerman and Therapist is doing pretty good work, although will it be enough to out-trade the Vesper at this current state? I don't know. Rushing in, do I see a blade? Yep, there's a blade. Couldn't dodge away from it all. Oh man, no expansion. Forgot to use the PA, it seems. That would have been pretty good to pop that and then go in, methinks, if you're going to go full aggression. Laser blade, spin jutsu works are very good for shutting down those very aggressive rushdown boys. Although if he rushes in and then just holds A, holds jump, goes straight up, could evade most of it. Ooh, that looked good on my perspective, but it seemed it did not connect based on the health difference not changing. Alright, so far the Stagger and health are looking pretty similar, though the consistent hits and the tight spread of the laser shotguns looking good, although they're both on cooldown now. Seems that the superior backup speed of the Vesper is looking good, although there's a melee punish. Wow! Took all his health. One last Hail Mary, the spin jutsu. The TA has worn off. And there's one Zim. Damn, that melee punish did damn bleach. The Vesper arm's definitely helping out there. And the lighter frame of the Vesper could not withstand the damn bleach. Goes to show one stagger on the Vesper, and it could be Jover with a good melee punish with those Basho arms. That is truly anyone's game. Some good shots. Vesper has back to a wall though, so he's got to play it very well. Red Gun's playing it very well, keeping him on that wall, blocking all entries or exit ways indeed. So far the Stagger War's not looking good for the Vesper, about to proc. This is where TA would be very useful. There's a proc. Oh, melee punish though, not much of one though, a little slow. Ooh, the spin jutsu, although the Red Gun had just paced away, so they're all good there. Stagger's not looking... Oh, it's looking pretty even overall, although now it's ramped up quickly on the Vesper. There's a Stagger in the melee punish. There's the TA. Vesper going for one less melee, but there it is. The Vesper has ditched their weapons and exited the battlefield. The red gun moves on to fight, I believe, an RLF representative, and then the bounty itself. Alrighty, next battle before the bounty. The red gun bounty hunter versus a member of the RLF. A fellow battlist warrior. Double melee. Ooh, very good combo. Doing that damage with the Zimmerman, the Pulse Blade, and the Coral Oscillator Vertical Plasma Missile. Although there's a reversal of that melee punish. This is a battle of deadly combos. Or deadly punishes anyway. But it did not favor for the RLF pilot. The pilot was going in hard, getting the combo off, but they themselves are very squishy themselves, so it's kind of rough. One stagger, and it can mean ruin for such light frames, but hopefully they played a little bit better this time, I think. Overall, PA would be very useful here. It is working wonders for many. TA is kind of holding a lot of people back, we think. So there's a stagger, there's a punish, there's most health gone, there's a stagger, there's a PA. See, the PA just makes it so much easier. It's so much better. The stagger, ditching of the weapons, understandable. Ooh, it's gonna be rough getting that oscillator back. Although I believe they have pretty good withstanding the RLF with the red gun, so I feel like they'll be able to get it back. Potentially. But there it is. The red gun bounty hunter moves on. That is the power of PA. Red gun moves on to go fight the bounty, which I believe he'll have a good chance with. It's a little chunky, but I think he's got it. Alrighty, the last bout, red gun versus me, the bounty. So since this is like an AI, I can't imagine they would really talk, so it's not really too much for a reason for me to put on any character or like voice changer or nothing like that necessarily. I guess I'll just play normally and talk normally. Pew pew pew! So I don't really like to use my expansion in the first round, but I think this is a medium difficulty, I should. I think it's fair. Use the P to get those missiles flowing. They're charging up, they're out here. Going to the kick. Ricky Rat. Now ideally I should be going in really close to make sure these can land, but I think I'm just gonna back away mostly. Oh, my Schmeater. Nice, nice, nice. Very well. They did buff these Walt rifles in the most recent patch. They do feel pretty nice. But, yeah. Coral doesn't move too fast, so it's best to move in pretty damn close to make sure they land a lot, which is pretty good for this battle if he's moving pretty close for me, though. But I think overall he can dance around them pretty well. Methinks. Unlock on the shoot. Ricky Rat. Though I believe I have, what, the wall? Something like that. Very good. Let's get some charges off, see what these are looking like in terms of damage. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot them. Noodle again. I didn't even mean to shoot these. They charge up so fast on the last one. You can do it, I believe. Believe? Oh. Everything's on cooldown, you got it? One zim is all it takes. You can do it. Nice. GG. Oh, my shit. Very nice, very nice.
Lastly, we have another bounty hunt, with the target being G3 of the Red Guns, intercepted by a Vesper and RAD pilot.
Alrighty, and the first battle of this here bounty on Mr. G3 here, Mr. Gooseman. A bounty placed on his head by V1 of the Vespers has been accepted so far by a Vesper and RAD pilots. That's about it, pretty sure. But yeah, alright, Kite versus Rushdown. So far, Stagger War's looking very similar. Health is also looking very similar. Stagger's about to proc on the red gun here in a second. There's a stagger. There's some good direct hit. Ooh, this is looking rough. There's most of his health gone. Trying to move in. looking pretty rough. This is a pretty good kite set, double Rensetsu. We've seen this in the PCA battle earlier this evening. Overall, very good. Did some good work against the other rushdown, the heavier boy. And there is a victory. No PA. Pop must have seemed unworthy of the PA from the red gun. I believe both have PA, so that's pretty good. I could be wrong though. Vesper could have TA, not too sure. Yeah, looking good. Luckily, this Vesper was able to reconstitute their AC out of the exact parts, so they could participate with this build in this battle. So far, it is doing work. Sire's looking even. Health is looking not so good for the red gun. Red gun's going in as much as they can, though. But will it be enough? I don't know. Struggling. There's a stagger. Some decent damage. The direct hit adjustment on the Rensetsus is mighty. Projectile speed may not be super good, but the fire rate is okay. Very slow, but honestly helps the recoil be quite manageable. I think it's not, the Vesper has Knockbriar arms. Full Knockbriar set, pretty much. Is making it very maneuverable. Wow! One bout. And the red gun's bounty hunter has now been bounty hunted. And got round one-ded. GG's, GG's.
And that is it for this week on Rubicon. I hope you enjoyed my documentation. And again, I plan on releasing that bonus episode later this week, so stay tuned. All is said, you have yourself a very good one, and peace.